Hello again, friends, and this is Normal Onion's Vanilla Zomboid experience. Kicking off day 5 with the usual week 1 morning routine. You know how it goes. After life and living, I swing by the police blockade and clean out the vehicles, scoring another 9mm pistol, a shotgun, and some ammo. Quick tip here, if you're in the driver's seat, you can unlock the trunk by clicking on this icon. Afterwards, I return to the southern survivor house that I was clearing out and score another large backpack from a survivor zombie inside. This place also had Carpentry Volume 3 and some melee weapons in pristine condition. On the topic of carpentry, I head into a house nearby to commandeer their TV and start reading in front of their couch to assert dominance. But I am quickly shut down when Huge Man broke his bed. Probably due to wholesome reasons, I'm sure. He also addresses why I'm going for 6 carpentry at the end of the episode. In due time, I'll show why stairs are a good goal to strive for the new players, but for now, I have a new goal with all these gas cans I've been hoarding, and that's to find a gas station while the power is still active. Unfortunately, I'm struck with attention deficit. Oh hey, a storage unit. Oh hey, a parking lot. Since I already have a vehicle, I decided on clearing out the store max. I finally find some cigarettes 5 days later on a zombie and break into the storage unit. Inside, I stuff an entire TV in the backpack and find some Christmas clothing articles. Some more zombies showed up, and one of them was kind enough to drop a key for me. Noticing the time, I took the TV out of my backpack and set it up to catch the foraging episode of Exposure Survival. The rest of the storage unit had some more generators and a mechanic volume 1. Further down this road are a couple of tool warehouses that I take the time to clear out and skim through for nails and hopefully a sledgehammer. I debated on making one of the buildings into a base before heading home to offload the Jeep a bit and took the time to read before sleeping at midnight. Starting day 6 off with even more reading before and during the cook show, I offload the rest of the Jeep and set out towards the storage unit again and barricade it while I look through for anything worthwhile. There was a military radio that I set up along with the emergency broadcast frequency to check for the helicopter event. Normally this event occurs between days 6 and 9, and the air activity detected announcement shows up a few hours prior to the Wacky Wingless flying machine making its appearance. Tool Time Tom shows up again and tells us about the time he built a whole staircase to impress a lady, which is the final inspirational push to get me to level 6 carpentry. With newfound enlightenment, I go further down the road and find the rusty rifle. While a base in a warehouse sounds like a more practical option, I'm a fan of Shaun of the Dead and decide on making this place my second safe house. Nothing like having a pint while the helicopter event blows over, I say. I offload what I have in the Jeep at the time into the bar, and take one of the cars parked outside back to my original house to transfer some items there. I take one of the beds and stick the nice little IKEA packs into the back seat before Dean catches me this time in the animal trapping episode of Exposure Survival. Before heading out, I take the neighbor's TV because he thought he was high and mighty when he bragged about the built-in VCR player it has. Back at the bar, I set up the TV, offload the Jeep, and get to work on barricading the downstairs. This time I barricade both sides with 3 planks each because it obstructs vision at that point, and I just think 3 is a neat number. I move the bed upstairs, set the emergency broadcast frequency on a walkie-talkie I found, and move into day 7. After a quick inventory review, I listened to the emergency broadcast while the cook show talked about cake. I offloaded the rest of the Jeep minus the gas cans and set the radio in it to the same frequency, which probably gave Orville sensory overload. I find a gas station, and partway through clearing a small group, the announcement is made. I clear out the gas station, fill up the cans, and nab as much convenience-priced snacks as I could before returning to the rusty rifle. While I would love to fight a massive horde, I'm going to take a more newbie-friendly approach by deciding to quietly hunker down. I take all the cots from upstairs to make furniture barricades and quietly read Electrical Volume 1 for the rest of the day until I hear the rotary menace make its appearance in the distance. While we wait though, if you also decide to hunker down, it's a good idea to keep noise to a minimum and stay away from open windows. It's also a good idea to have an escape plan in case things go south. Remember to pack some food, water, some vitamins or coffee if you're playing solo, and if you're also based up in a 2-story building, you can make an escape rope with either sheet ropes or regular ropes, nails, and a hammer. This isn't a completely foolproof option, as zombies can tear them down, and if you put one at a north or west facing window, you can't check below if there are any stray zombies lurking around. The escape plan is also the reason that I have a second safe house which I know I can go back to if the zombies happen to overrun the one that I'm hiding in. After finishing Electrical Volume 1 and a quick snack, I start on Mechanics Volume 1. At this time, zombies are banging on my barricades, but as I'm a more experienced Zomboid player, I choose not to panic since it sounds like there's only a single zombie tearing down different barricades. I quickly check an escape window and take a quick glance at which barricades are being hit. Remember, they'll shake slightly if they are being hit. This way I have some knowledge of what to expect if I go out the front door. Chugging down vitamin gummies and a quick smoke, I go out to fight the crowd. I take it as my duty as a law-abiding citizen to enforce the safe occupancy limit of this fine establishment. Once I clear out the area around the rusty rifle, I do some exploring and find an ambulance parked in front of a VHS store. Inside, I find several episodes of Cook Show, Woodcraft, and Exposure Survival which I can watch later for even more experience and applicable skills. I looked around for the ambulance key to no avail, and after some walking around, there's a police station that I'll set my sights on for another day. Jogging my way back to the rusty rifle, I gain a level in sprinting, reset my barricades, offload some items, and read Mechanics Volume 1 for the rest of the night and early morning until falling asleep at 1:20 AM. And that's a wrap for 1 week of Vanilla Zomboid. I hope you enjoyed and learned a few things along the way. I'll be continuing the saga of Orville Milam in the near future. Tell me about your Week 1 stories and helicopter event experience in the comments below. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, much love, many thanks, and I hope you have a wonderful day.